Right, so here we are with the Sony Bravia 9 or the XR9. It's powered by the XR chip. So it's this, it's quite spectacular mini LED panel that we've got for you today. And if we just fire it up, you'll see here you're sort of confronted with this Google TV-like experience. It's running Android TV OS. And I don't love it. I don't love this whole home screen. I don't like that you have to sort of wade past these recommendations. Some of them are sponsored content for a thing called, I don't even know what it's called, Sony TV or something. They've got their own thing that you can subscribe to for content. But generally it's content that's probably already on some of the other things that you subscribe to. I guess if you want to subscribe to that, that's fine. But yeah, I don't like it when the TV brand itself, pushes content on you, and so yeah, it does that a little bit. But I mean, it's giving me recommendations for other things that I do subscribe to, like Prime with Video and stuff like that as well. But I've never understood why they would kind of get you to watch something else before the thing that you actually came here to watch in the first place. Because I would have thought that about 9 times out of 10 you already know what you're going to watch. It's the next episode of that program that you were watching, right? And so even these panels along here are all recommendations. I've already seen all of those. Don't want to watch that. I've seen that movie, So, they're all not very helpful. Then we get to our apps and we can arrange those in the way that we want to. And here we have a panel where we can continue watching. But this is a bit mysterious as well because, yes, I'm halfway through watching Planet of the Apes on Disney. I'm also halfway through watching Grey Man on Netflix, and that hasn't appeared anywhere, which is odd. I don't know why. Especially given that Sony has got together with Netflix to tweak how the content looks on this TV, and I'll demo that for you right now. So the first thing that is really striking about this big, beautiful TV, I'm lucky enough to have the 75-inch version of it to review here, which is just perfect for the gap where I put my TV. What isn't perfect about this gap is that it's in this very bright room. So once again, we're here on a sunny day, which is, it's daytime. I actually do watch a lot of TV during the day. And normally I have to close this blind behind me, but if I play this is the Grey Man on Netflix, and you'll see that it seems like TVs these days are just so bright they can cope with almost any condition. So if we just have a look at how this looks.
I have eyes on dining car.
So I'm really hoping that's coming across on the video, because you're not getting a true representation of what this looks like to me in the room. But the colours, the sharpness, the contrast, the light and dark, I can see all of that in this bright room, and all those changing lights and everything, and it looks really, really amazing. So just if we go down to Planet of the Apes, as I was talking about before, we can jump straight into that and resume it. It'll open Disney Plus and go straight to the movie. And once again, we've got this dark scene with flickering light, and you can see that comes across really, really well and clearly, and all the details and the fur and everything. I'm stoked with the picture on this TV. It's really good. Now, so if we want to adjust things, we can just bring up this little quick settings bar along the bottom, and we can change the picture mode quite quickly. So, for example, if we go into vivid, that's more of a hyper-realistic kind of a look, but it is a really amazing picture if you choose that. It gives it a sort of an extra depth. It feels like you can reach into the TV. But you can see how easy it is to access those quick settings. Now, another thing that I've been super impressed with this TV is the sound. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it comes from. There are no real visible speakers. There's a little groove that runs along the bottom of the display. So I presume that there's some sound comes out of there. I've read that there's top firing speakers that fire the sound out around the room. You can tune it a little bit, and it'll prompt you to do that when you first set everything up. But if I can just find one more thing to show you to play that with, so if we go back here and I'll just dial up the opening shot of this show here is quite spectacular. And I'll wind up the sound a little bit as well, and I'll see if that comes across on the video. Here we go. A little bit of Conan O'Brien.
Earth, a cradle for unimaginable beauty and staggering wonder.
So Werner Herzog doing
incomprehensible,
the narration.
overwhelming.
And once
this
again,
planet mocks our
really see
feeble
how
power to
impressive the
describe
picture
it.
is on this panel.
Yes.
And remember,
fully appreciate
we've got this bright sunshiny
its
window
grandeur
directly behind me that's shining
planet.
right onto that TV
Sometimes
screen,
you must
and you're not seeing any of
defile
it.
Behold the defiler. His character is vile, base.
So what we've done
and
here is
depraved.
we've wound up the dialogue.
Once a proud talk show
And once
host,
again,
he has been driven by a
that's really easy to
changing
get to.
ecosystem to a drier and
we go into this sound menu here, and we can adjust the sound, adjust how much surround effect we're getting. So that's how much is being fired off around the room. And I've got the dialogue enhancer on max because I don't know if you've ever tried to watch the program SEAL Team, but you've got a lot of mumbling soldiers mumbling to each other, and it's quite hard to hear when there's loud explosions and things like that going on. Yeah, that seems to work really well for that as well. So I mean, it's the full package, this TV, and we're not done yet. There's one more little element I would like to show you. Let's do a little close-up of the remote. Okay, so yeah, I know this video is starting to stretch on, but as I said, there is a lot to say about this this TV, including the remote. So here's the remote for the Sony Bravia 9, and you can see that it's quite a good size. It's not oversized, and it's not so small that you're going to be forever looking for it between the couch covers. It does have some shortcut buttons on here. I don't know what Crunchyroll is. Do you know what Crunchyroll is? No, me either. I should probably look it up, but yeah, there's a shortcut to it. Do we even have that? I don't think so. So anyway, but you do have Netflix, Disney Plus, and Prime Video, and that Sony Pictures Core app that I was talking to you about before, which again, I'm pretty sure nobody subscribes to. I guess there's nothing stopping you, but yeah, it seems like a waste of a shortcut button when perhaps it could be programmable and you could put your favorite app on there instead. But yeah, other than that, the other thing that there's a couple of other things that I really like about this remote. It doesn't have a battery. It has a rechargeable battery, so you can just plug that into USB and it charges up pretty quickly. I've been using this TV for a couple of weeks now, and I'm down to 90% on the remote. So yeah, you can look that up in the settings menu, and lights will start to flash and it'll start to beep if it starts going flat, apparently. But yeah, the point is you don't have to keep going out and buying new batteries if your remote goes flat. And the other thing I love about it, which I think is really a good idea, is that every time you pick it up, the button's backlit. So when you pick it up, you can see which button that you're pushing. So because obviously we watch TV in the dark a lot of the time, and there's nothing worse than accidentally pushing the home button when you meant to push the pause button, and then losing your place in the movie and having to restart your app again, or stuff like that. So yeah, great remote, great TV.